Lawyers working for SOCOM argue that the information about the Al-Qaeda cell cannot be shared with the FBI. The legal team directs them to put yellow stickers over the photographs of Muhammad Atta and the other cell members to symbolize that they are off limits. Lieutenant Colonel Schaefer later says that an unnamed two-star general above him is very adamant about not looking further at Atta. I was directed several times to ignore Atta, to the point where he had to remind me he was a general and I was not, and I would essentially be fired. Military leaders at the meeting take the side of the lawyers and prohibit any sharing of information about the Al-Qaeda cell. Upon taking this information to the 9/11 Commission, the Commission failed to include any of this information in their investigation. According to Schaefer, relevant documents are now missing. Shortly after talking to the 9/11 Commission, there were some issues going on about the documentation. Right now, as it stands this minute, to my knowledge, the documentation I had, we don't know where it is. As a result of these revelations, Schaefer had his security clearance lifted over a dispute over mileage reimbursement and charges for personal phone calls on a work cell phone. Schaefer was an active Army major who has been placed on administrative leave as a result of a phone bill and a gas bill for under $100.
This is an attempt to prevent the American people from knowing the facts about how we could have prevented 9/11, and people are covering it up today. And they're ruining the career of a military officer to do it. And we can't let it stand. I don't care whether you're Democrat or Republican, you can't let a lieutenant colonel's career be ruined because of some bureaucrat in the Defense Intelligence Agency. If we let that happen, then no one that wears the uniform will ever feel protected.
Why would the Defense Intelligence Agency want to destroy the reputation, as you point out, a decorated career member of the United States military?
Those DIA officials are still in the agency. They're still there working, and they don't want Tony Schaefer to tell the truth. They don't want Commander Scott Philpott to tell the truth, because they're then going to have to answer the question, why did you ignore this? Why did you not take appropriate steps? Why did this information not be passed to the FBI? Louis Freeh this past Sunday said on Meet the Press that if it had the Able Danger information, the FBI could have stopped the hijackings. That's Louis Freeh saying that this past Sunday.
In September of 2005, Republican Congressman Curt Weldon gave a press conference on Able Danger. I'm Curt Weldon, and I'm here to provide a response to the 9/11 Commission in their statements this week about Able Danger and the outrageous statement made by Slade Gorton that it just didn't exist. And it is absolutely outrageous, especially from a commission that I supported that spent $15 million with 80 staffers to give the American people and the Congress a full and complete understanding of what happened prior to 9/11. They have maintained there is no information about Able Danger or the data mining work. They couldn't find anything. It's absolutely unbelievable to me that a commission will come out and say that this program just didn't exist. The Pentagon has acknowledged now publicly that they have identified 5 defense employees who either vividly remember identifying Muhammad Atta prior to 9/11 or seeing his name linked with the Brooklyn cell prior to 9/11. But the person who has not been brought out in the public yet, this person who will testify that he was actually the one who destroyed 2.5 terabytes of data about Able Danger that included the Brooklyn cell and Muhammad Atta. Now, I'm not a computer expert. I don't know what 2.5 terabytes of data are, but if you can believe this, told him that it's basically 1/4 of all the printed material that the Library of Congress has in their collection. Now that's a lot of material. So what we will have here is a person who will testify under oath on the record that in the summer of 2000 he was ordered, where he would lose his job and or go to jail if he didn't comply, he was ordered to destroy 2.5 terabytes of data specific to Able Danger, the Brooklyn cell, and Muhammad Atta. Where is the media on this? These revelations are being made by a United States congressman on the floor of the House of Representatives, and the media is not covering it? Congressman Weldon has called for a criminal investigation into what he says is the most important story of our lifetime.
Michael Jackson has given investigators a DNA sample. They raided his Neverland ranch twice over the past 2 days. The singer is facing child molestation and conspiracy charges. And join me, please, at 10 o'clock Eastern tonight. We are going to cover the penalty phase of the Scott Peterson case in Rap Sheet. Also, what you can learn from supermodel Heidi Klum. She has decided to write a book. You're going to meet her at 10 o'clock Eastern. Right now, CNN presents Nuclear Terror.
We're in a lot of trouble because you people and 62 million other Americans are listening to me right now, because less than 3% of you people read books, because less than 15% of you read newspapers, because the only truth you know is what you get over this tube. Right now, there is an entire generation that never knew anything that didn't come out of this tube. This tube is the gospel, the ultimate revelation. This tube can make or break presidents, popes, prime ministers. This tube is the most awesome goddamn force in the whole godless world. And woe is us if it ever falls into the hands of the wrong people. And when the 12th largest company in the world controls the most awesome goddamn propaganda force in the whole godless world, who knows what shit will be peddled for truth on this network. So you listen to me. Listen to me. Television is not the truth. Television is a goddamn amusement park. Television is a circus, a carnival, a traveling troupe of acrobats, storytellers, dancers, singers, jugglers, sideshow freaks, lion tamers, and football players. We're in the boredom-killing business. So if you want the truth, go to God. Go to your gurus. Go to yourselves, because that's the only place you're ever going to find any real truth. But man, you're never going to get any truth from us. We'll tell you anything you want to hear. We lie like hell. We'll tell you that Kojak always gets the killer, and that nobody ever gets cancer in Archie Bunker's house. And no matter how much trouble the hero is in, don't worry, just look at your watch. At the end of the hour, he's going to win. We'll tell you any shit you want to hear. We deal in illusions, man. None of it is true. But you people sit there day after day, night after night, all ages, colors, creeds. We're all you know. You're beginning to believe the illusions we're spinning here. You're beginning to think that the tube is reality and that your own lives are unreal. You do whatever the tube tells you. You dress like the tube. You eat like the tube. You raise your children like the tube. You even think like the tube. This is mass madness, you maniacs. In God's name, you people are the real thing. We are the illusion. So turn off your television sets. Turn them off now. Turn them off right now. Turn them off and leave them off. Turn them off right in the middle of the sentence I'm speaking to you now. Turn them off